I go by the name El Frigo, the CEO and the director of Frictet Multimedia. And our Frictet Multimedia is simply Freak is for the name, and then the TET is an abbreviation. The T stands for talented, and then E for the educated, C for the creative, and the T for the tribe. I believe personally that when people are gathered together and then they have simple and common understanding, it becomes tribe. That is my belief. So I make it talented and educated and creative tribe. It means everybody who is part of Frictet Multimedia is supposed to be creative. That is what Frictet is all about. And basically Frictet has been put up just to promote the talent and youth, bring up whatever they are having within the Frictet's a very big media house. It is divided into 5 clusters. 5 clusters, that is, we have the movie makers, that is one cluster. We have the musicians, that is the second cluster. We have the dancers, another cluster. We also have the comedians, another cluster. We do commercials as well. You know, a lot of things goes on there when we are part of the Frictet production. It's like you've got to do a lot of things.
How old is this group now?
Frictet Multimedia has been set up for like 8 years ago with some strong and talented people. Way back, I can remember one strong guy called Mayor. He's now also into directing. He's now a director and a producer, and I'm very proud of him. I have another guy, very strong guy called Smiler. Another good guy, very talented and creative. Followed by Endo Crime. Another nice and finest actor I've ever met. And then one beautiful lady, Jennifer James Hart. Then one fine guy goes with Junior, popularly known as Gogo. Yeah, Gogo is a very good guy. Followed by another hot lady, Araba Idams. Yeah. So all this crew, like we started with our 13, and then later joined by one Mr. Emmanuel known as Emu, and then Daniel, also known as Secret, and then Paper. All these guys joined later. So Frictet has been in existence for some time now, and we are really pushing things up.
How did you manage to maintain this group till now?
It got to a point I traveled, and when I came back like a year ago, some of my crew members came and were like putting pressure on me. Director, you need to rejuvenate this production. And I thought of it twice, and I called a few guys and we came together. And this new set of people, when they come together with me now, we are a year and some months. So as the year ends, I decided to just organize a small party for them. Yeah, it's an end of year party, and it was very massive. So that is how it is. And talking about the clusters that the group has been divided into, with the dancing aspects, the dancers too, we have 2 sections of the dancers. That is, we have the culture dancers and then the foreign dancers. Those who do culture, they do culture music. Yeah, as for them, anything culture, they dance everything about it. And those who are also in the foreign line, they dance anything foreign. That is how the dancing crews, they are divided into 2. We also have poets, people who write poems, they are also there. And then comedians are also there. They will make you laugh and feel good. So I have good comedians like Paper, I have comedians like Abu PGH, I have good comedians like Bereka Bright, they're also there, Beju, all these guys there.
Will you continue with the end of year celebration for them?
Sure. This is something I'm planning that every year it should be coming on. Every year at least I need to celebrate them, because it is not easy to be with someone, work with someone for a whole year. Though misunderstandings may come, challenges may come, but those people are still with you. So at the end of the year, you need to celebrate them. It's not easy. They are heroes. I need to celebrate them. I just make them feel good, feel happy. That is, it will continue.
Do you only recommend youths to join, or married people can also join your group?
Frictet is here to promote talent in every individual. So people like married people are part of the crew. We have young ones. We have even some of the characters that I have are young, very young. Some are students. We are nurturing them because we want them to come up with something good in the future. You know, I believe in living on a good legacy. So that is why I always encourage people to be serious in what they are doing. Though it may not be easy now, but as time goes on, you get it very easy. It's all about passion. When you have passion, you do what you want to do.
When shooting, do you always have difficulties or everything went smoothly?
There are a lot of challenges when you are shooting. Even before you move to set, there are a lot of things that goes into it. Challenges are there, even mentally, physically, financially. We face a lot of challenges, but the battle must continue. One thing I believe is don't start and end it. Make sure you start and continue to the successful end. When you start and you are not able to get to the end, that means you are a failure. So in my dictionary, there's nothing like failure. No, we are not going to fail. We have to do it and do it very well.
What will make your group leave out a member?
Yeah, like I said earlier on, Fructex, it's all about creativity, talented, and then sharp people. So when you're in my production and you don't be creative, you don't be serious, you are easily thrown away. You can easily pack you out, because you need people who are serious, people who understand what you are doing, who understand the business. Because the thing is, it's all about passion. So when you have the passion for it, you don't even come to disturb us. So when I see you, I don't like you, I will not admit you into the production. So basically, everybody in the production they are all very serious people. So that is only on one condition that I will leave you out of the production. That's it.
What is your vision in 10 years' time for the group?
Oh, this production or this Fructex Multimedia, I believe by 10 years' time we'll do a lot. We've got a lot of plans, and there's this thing we do mostly, like, I don't really depend solely on the money making from the movie or from the media, but rather I invest the money that we have for the production. I invest money for the production so that the production can survive or can sustain. So 10 years to come, we are going to have a lot of money on that, because our monies are somewhere working for us. Though we are not getting the money from the industry itself, but the little we get, we push it into something else, and it is working for us.
How do you see the media industry? Is it helping you?
The industry is really tough. It's not easy. It's not easy. The battle is not easy, but we're just pushing, because one thing I believe is whatever is in you, bring it out. Do it by leaving down your legacy. Because I just want us to leave down a good legacy, despite the fact that the media is not really putting a lot of money into the pocket as we expected, but we're also pushing up, and one day we'll get there. It's not easy, but we'll get there. So that is how we are still in the game. People started and they couldn't get to this far, but we are still on it and we'll get there.
So, how many projects have you done so far?
We can be proud of 4 projects for now, and then a series. We have 2 series on the editing bench. Like the first project came, that is Honam came. I have a project like Flag. I have projects like Good Friends, still exists. And then I have a project like Shoot Eye. And then there's this one on the editing bench now. I also have a project like that is a series, Dumagan is there, and then one on the editing bench, that is the Swag Baby. And then one to the Admira, that one is YouTube series. It's going on, it's really making waves, and that is what we are working on. So the projects are still ongoing. We are shooting every day, and aside that, we have short comedies, a lot. Almost every week or every 2 weeks, we come up with a short comedy. So it's moving.
Among all the projects you have shot so far, which one is your favorite?
That is a very nice question. I think the favorite, I would say the Admira is my favorite, just because myself, I'm part of that. I'm somehow the main character there, so I think Admira is my favorite. But with the web version like this, I'll take Honam to be my favorite, because I've got good guys around there. Good guys like, as I said, Mayor, Smiler, Jennifer, Endo, The Moo. It is tragic comedy, so you really enjoy the movie. You see a lot of tragedy and comedy there. You laugh and laugh and laugh, and at the end of the day, you learn something out of it. So with the everything I like, I think my favorite is Honam. But with the English ones, Admira is there, because of myself. I appreciate that.
What inspires you to do this?
I've got my inspiration from the above, because I've been born into this. It's a family thing. I've been born into the media. My dad is a musician, and I got it from there, and the whole family is a family thing. So my inspiration is from above, and I can't stop it. This is what I do, and I feel happy doing this than any other thing. Personally, I'm a computer science student, but I don't really deal with the computer thing. I do it when it comes my way. But I look at it. God given talent is what I try to develop. I push myself to this side, and it is helping me a lot. I feel happy doing it. Even if I don't have money in my pocket, but I feel happy doing it.
Do you face any challenges during the editings?
Oh no, editing, I don't really face challenge because it comes automatic. It's like, I see it as magic. Anything I imagine or I plan to do, when I sit on the bench, it comes automatically. So many things that I don't even learn, when I apply, the thing just tell you, do this, do this. When you put it together, I get the result. So that's why I say my inspiration is from above. So it's divine intervention. I've got everything from above.
Do you have people record soundtracks for your movies?
Yeah, that is one good thing about this our multimedia thing. It's like we are so much talented that we create our own beats. I have one strong engineer working with me. Myself, I'm into sound. I also do sound, and like I said, one of my guys, that is Mayor, who is also a director and is also into the media. He's another very good sound engineer. So most of my projects, you realize that we create our own tracks. He creates most of the tracks. I also create. So we do things together. It's like we work hand in hand. So that is how the whole thing goes. So Fictet is loaded with a lot of things. We don't import anything from anywhere. We do our own thing. We create our own thing in our own small way.
Do your group pressures you to pay them necessarily?
Not really, no. I don't pay my crew, I don't pay my members because they rather want to be paying me. Well, sometimes I will tell them, no, they say, no, director, you are wasting a lot, you're spending a lot on us. Because they understand the vision I'm carrying. They know, they understand my vision, so they believe when they are with me, they will achieve what they want to achieve. Therefore, they don't really demand anything from me. They rather want to spend on me because they realize what I'm doing for them is serious. It's great.
Do you drink?
Why should I drink? I don't drink. I don't take alcohol. Yeah, I'm an alcohol-free person. Why? The reason being that I want to always be in charge of whatever I'm doing. I don't want to blame myself for maybe saying it is this under influence of alcohol. No. So since I use my brain a lot, I make sure my brain is always on point. Because when I'm working, I'm writing story. When I'm working, I'm creating songs. When I'm working, I'm doing a lot of things. So my brain is always active, highly activated. So I don't want to mess up my brain with anything. That's why I don't take alcohol.
How many stories are left for you to do this year, probably?
My target for the year is at least I should come up with at least six projects, 6 movies. At least what I'm planning is 2 months I should be able to come up with one movie, 2 months. Because what the advantage is we do everything ourselves. We do the script, everything ourselves. The editing, the directing, everything we do it ourselves. So coming up with the project will not be difficult because the stories are already there, the scripts are already there. So we just need to do some small polishing and then bring it out. So my target is at least 2 months we should come out with one project, and by the close of the year at least 6 projects, if not at all, at least 2 or 3 strong projects, and then 1 series at least before the close of the year. That is my target.
With the outbreak of the pandemic, how is your movement like?
The pandemic has really affected my movement a lot because I was really on fire when the pandemic just hit the whole world. And it crippled me down actually. It messed up everything. So that was why our output last year was very low. Because when things that we were shooting before the pandemic, we just had to put it into a hot. So we still have some projects there which has not been completed yet. And I will still work on that because it's rare, it's just gathering people like that. It's scary and it's terrifying. So we are advising ourselves as to how to come together and do things. It's really affecting us, but we are praying for a better future.
Have you ever dreamed of training your people to Gollywood standard?
Already, I can say we have the standard there. Because what we can do with the little gadgets we have, compared to those who have a lot, it means we are doing very well, we are doing massively well. If we were to have all the gadgets and all the support, all the financial support, we would have done more than people up there. So with what we are having now, the standard we are having now, I can say it categorically or proudly say our standard is, we are not below average at all. We are doing well. Just that we don't have the gadgets as we're supposed to. But we are pushing up. So the standard is there. Can't dispute that fact. The standard is there. If you want to dispute that fact, follow us on our social media and go and watch what we are doing there. You like it.
Do you work with the TV stations or you are limited to the YouTube?
Yeah, with this, I have a couple of TV stations that I work with. Sometimes some of the management, like all their crew, technical crew, sometimes they call on me to work with them to handle projects for them and stuff. And so I'm not only limited on social media, but I work with the TV stations as well. Some of them might do editing for them, some of them might do technical works for them and stuff. And so we work hand in hand. That is how it is, we work hand in hand.
Do you like radio stations?
I was once into radio, but now I feel like the pressure is too much, and I realize, because I was once into radio. I was once a presenter. I like radio. I like radio, but now my interest is no longer there. Interest is not there.
Can you proudly say there are musicians under you working right now?
Yeah, we've got musicians. Artists are under, and some are already on air. Some are still underground. We are cooking sound, and I believe in no time we start making stars out of our production. We are going to bring out hit tracks very soon, and we are working on them because we have, as I said, it's a multimedia. So many things are involved. Our studio is there. We do a lot of things together. So when you see the talent in you, we try to bring it up. We try to motivate you. We try to teach you. So I've got a solid team behind me. Yeah, that helps all this crew. We teach people how to sing. We teach how to do instruments. If you want to play instruments, we teach you as well. So I just want to let the youth understand something. What God put into you, don't let it die. You have to develop it. So it's all about developing the talent and the skills that we have.
What would be your advice to the big men in the movie industry?
What I want to tell my people out there, and the big men for that matter, is they should please understand the concept of what we are doing. The journey is not easy, and it will not be easy. But before we can also work on our talents and create what we want to create, we need support. Financially, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Sometimes it will surprise us. Some people will just come close to you and they will say things to discourage you. They will reduce your morale. But when you stand firm, you get there. I remember vividly one time a friend called me. I was like, Charlie, I like your project. Can you send some of them to me through WhatsApp? And I told him, no, I don't send my project. I don't send product on WhatsApp. No, if you want to watch my things, go to YouTube. By giving him my social media handles, he says, Charlie, I don't waste my bundle on those things. So it's very discouraging. You know, they want to watch what we are doing, but they're not ready to support you. Just move to the YouTube and go and watch what is there. And then you're like, you don't waste your bundle on those things. So you see, sometimes the society can sometimes discourage you. But when you know what you hold and what you want to do, you won't get discouraged. You fight it hard and harder than you are doing. So the future, the star is not even the limit. You've got a lot to deliver.
What would you like the government to do to help the media as a whole?
I think our leaders are not voicing out this. The media is really suffering. The media is really suffering. The government needs to do something to put this whole thing into a simple and common understanding. Let the people who are into the media understand and feel happy about what they are doing. The whole thing looks as if everybody for himself, God for us all. But when you are trying to push yourself up there too, there are critics out there. There are some people, they only know how to criticize. They are not ready to help, but they just want to do mistake and they will criticize. But the government should look up to the media industry and then help. You know, right now if you see what is going on, it's like most of our artists are moving from Ghana. They are moving away from the country just because the government is not helping the media. So I just want to play with the government to at least turn their eyes to the media and then at least help and push the industry forward. I need to acknowledge few people, most especially this man. If I didn't mention his name, then I'm not being fair. He goes by the name Biestin Kruma. This guy, I don't know what to tell you now, but future will tell. This is a guy who really helped me had admission into Gollywood. I remember one day I was just passing by from Accra down to Volta region, and I was passing by and I saw the people there written over the film village. And I was like, hey, I wish I'm one day here. It was just an aspiration, and I left. I met him 3 days after. So at the course of our discussions, I got to know that is where he was schooling. So I let him know my interest of getting there. He just smiled and left. So a week time, I met him somewhere. He called me, he said, bro, come. Do you know something? I said, no. Do you wish to go to Bollywood? I said, why not? This is something I've been aspiring for. He said, don't worry, I'll help you. I thought he was just joking or just kidding. So like 3 days time, he called me that I should come. We are going to the campus right now. I joked, I met him, so I didn't even carry anything along. I just followed him and we went to the campus, and he took me to the director, by Director Akufo. And then they gave me the form, I fill everything, and then from there like joked, said, Charlie. Then they went and they showed me my dormitory. Said, Charlie, please. I said, hey, is that how things happen? He said, this is your place, stay and learn. By assumation, I came home, I just came to pick few things and I went back. That was how come I had opportunity to enter into Bollywood, and I really learned a lot about it. So BS Nkrumah has been a very good instrument to my media thing. So I cannot do anything without mentioning his name. And I work with him. With his production, Mark J production. We work together. I work with him as an assistant director. He was a director and I was assistant director. We work together, and I really love him. He's a nice guy. So I just want to acknowledge him and feature with whatever I have from him. And also, I want to acknowledge my dad. My dad has been a strong instrument for me. It's my motivation. When I look at him, I feel I have to do more. Because one thing I like about my dad is he doesn't take alcohol, he doesn't humanize. So I tell people every day that since my dad doesn't take alcohol, but he's doing a lot of things, I can also do it without alcohol. My dad is not a womanizer, though he's into music. He's got a lot of fans, but he doesn't take alcohol. Why should I also take alcohol? Why should I womanize? I love that man for that. In my family, they all support me, they pray for me and stuff. So I think these people have been there for me and all this. And my crew members, like I said, like my boy Mayor One, who is now also a director into a movie section like that. He's my guy, and we work together. We are now, it's a teamwork. Yeah, though he's still working with me, he's still under me. He still shoots with me, but I just like him and I acknowledge him a lot. And all the other guys who are supporting the media, and acknowledgement goes to all these people. And we pray that God will sustain us together. Thank everybody for watching this short thing about Prepared Multimedia, and you be with us by liking our social media handles. Like when you go to Facebook, we have our online TV there, that is Facebook TV El Frigo. You go to YouTube El Frigo as well, and you follow our projects. We have a lot to deliver on to you, so never shake.